Bringing you coronavirus alert. New Omicron subvariant probably behind the surge. That's the question. Government sources say subvariant XBB.1.16 behind the increase in cases. The government sources are expecting these cases to rise in the next couple of days, and they say they don't expect hospitalizations to rise and cannot call this a wave. Sneha Mordani joins us for the very latest on this story. Do we have Sneha with us? All right, we'll get Sneha in moments from now, but big questions arising on whether, number one, people need to be worried about this. Two, what kind of testing is required. Number three, what are the precautions that one needs to follow. Number four, the good news is that the government sources have informed India today that they don't expect the hospitalizations to rise. But having said that, they further go on to say that they are expecting these cases to rise in the next few days. But at this point of time, at this juncture, you cannot call this a wave. Sneha Mordani joins us live. Sneha, couple of questions. Sorry about asking you so many questions in one shot, but is there, number one, anything for people to worry about? Number two, what are the kind of tests that are required? Number four, is this likely to be as infectious as the last Omicron wave that we saw?
Well, Chaiti, first of all, a sense of great relief. I'll tell you why. Because the indication from top government sources within the Union Health Ministry is this, that the cases that are rising right now will rise on a question on whether this has become endemic and it's like any other flu that we are seeing, and we'll see a couple of people fall ill. Maybe the testing goes up, the numbers will be even further up. Yes is the answer to that. So right now it can be treated as an infection that is almost like influenza, almost like common cold, and there is nothing to worry about. Categorically, the source within the Union Health Ministry, in fact, has indicated that right now hospitalizations are not rising at all. And also the parent variant is XBB of XBB.1.16, which is a subvariant of XBB, has been in India for months now. So it's not expected to behave any different than its father, is what the source has indicated. So to cut a long story short, severity is not going to be increasing in the country.
That's a relief to hear, Sneha, but one more question. The government source has also told you that we can't call this a wave as yet, but the cases are probably going to be rising going forward. So do the same precautions that we took earlier as well for other COVID variants, do they also apply for this, or is this a slightly watered down version where the symptoms are not that bad?
The symptoms are not that bad. However, it's not going to kill if we, kill us if we choose to wear a mask. Why not? In a close surrounding. But is the government of India going to make masking up mandatory? No, is the answer. Clearly, because they do understand that the severity of the infection is not much. Symptoms are similar. Yes, it's virulent. Yes, it spreads fast. Yes, the transmission rates are high. However, to the extent that the government is now going to stop procuring vaccines, to me as a health reporter, Chaiti, that's the biggest signal that things are okay. And I think we need to say it loud and clear. Though we can and we must exercise precaution in the sense that those who are vulnerable, the government says must go ahead and take the third dose. Also those who are
What are the doctors saying? What are the doctors saying, Sneha, about the vaccination part? Is there a requirement for everybody, for that matter, whoever chooses to just get a booster dose at this point, or is it okay to wait it out?
It is okay to wait it out. And that's the reason why the word from many medical experts also right now is that you can, if you wish to, certainly those who are comorbid and above the age of 60 must, but if you haven't, it really is okay. Also, I'll tell you the other point is that no doctor or the government for that matter, not even the National Technical Advisory Committee on vaccines is asking kids to go ahead and take the vaccine. So that is also again a sense of relief.
Correct.
That things are okay.
Okay, so good news is things are all right and there is nothing to worry about. But yes, a little bit of precaution never hurt anyone. Thank you so much for joining us with those latest details, Sneha.